Hello everyone and welcome to the session. In this video we will learn about the Six Sigma. So first let us start with the introduction of the Six Sigma. So as you know, in to complete in today's world, every industry need constant improvement. Improvement can include better design of goods and services, reduction of manufacturing defects and services error, and faster customer response and better employee skill. Improving business performance required a structural approach, disciplined thinking, and engagement of everyone in the organization. This element has been found for many approaches to productive for the productivity and quality improvement over the year. So now let us move on to the uh, history of the Six Sigma. So coming on to the history, here you can see the Bill Smith and Bob Galvin. These are the person who first implemented the Six Sigma, or I can say they are the founder of the Six Sigma, who implemented Six Sigma in Motorola for improving the quality in 1986. The idea of Six Sigma is to improve quality so that the number of defects becomes so few that they are statistically insignificant. Six Sigma can be introduced as improving process for business that finds and eliminate cause of defects and error, reduce cycle time and cost of operation, improving productivity and achieving higher asset value. So as you know, first as you know what is Six Sigma. So let us first see what is Six Sigma. So Six Sigma is a set of management technique to improve business process by reducing error or defects. Okay, so as you all know that the process improvement, which is improvement that can be depend upon the better design of goods and services, reduction of manufacturing defects and service error, faster customer response, better employee skill, and efficient operation, etc. And also the quality. So quality generally depends, or we can say quality can be achieved, or we can say we can focus on providing good and usable products, eliminating waste, consistency, speed of delivery, and perfection, etc. So for the quality you should generally focus on these parameters. Now let us, as we know, our construction industry is very vast and most of construction process are associated with risk. The major risks are time overrun, cost overrun, and compromising with the quality. All through time and the cost are interconnected, but the quality in construction project is must required. So as you know, the quality is the main parameter, as we can say. Now generally Six Sigma is technique. So Six Sigma technique generally deals with four key issues such as cost, profitability, quality, and productivity. For successful construction project delivery, one cannot be neglect any of four of this issue mentioned above. As we can see, as you can see, these four key issues of the Six Sigma, which generally deals. So as we come on to the cost, so as we focus on the cost, or we can say the cost is purely depend upon the scope of the project. If we change, or I can say if we increase or decrease the scope of the project, ultimately the cost of project will increase or decrease depending upon the scope. As we move on to the profitability is directly proportional to the cost. If the cost of project is less, or we can say if the cost of project is more, then the profit of the profitability will be less, and vice versa. If we come on to the quality, so quality is generally depended upon, we can say, on the cost. If the cost is less, then the quality parameter can be reduced, or we can say quality of that material or anything particular thing can be reduced. Coming on to the productivity depends on, I cannot say that productivity depends on quality, but quality is the thing that can be that can issue the productivity. So quality reduces, productivity increases. As per the so let us first see the that concept of the Six Sigma. So Six Sigma is purely based on the standard we can say normal distribution curve. Here you can see Six Sigma normal distribution curve, where it shows the higher peak, where this is the higher peak, which is the value of the sigma, and here is the minus 1 2 3 4 5 6. This is the 6 sigma value. As we can say, the Six Sigma concept has derived from statistical distribution known as standard normal, illustrated by bell-shaped curve. Here you can see bell-shaped curve. So there is also the we can say there is a table for the Six Sigma, how to identify the value of Six Sigma. So generally the Six Sigma is implemented in the repetitive kinds of work. For example, if we take an example for the for implementing the Six Sigma in the construction industry. So in our construction industry, the repetitive kind of work are, for example, laying of tiles in one room or for a whole building. Then the plastering, I can say it is a repetitive kind of work. Then brick masonry, it is a repetitive kind of work. In that kind nature of work, we can implement this Six Sigma concept, so where we can reduce the defect or error. So moving on to the we will see the sigma table. So here the main aim of our is to achieve the sigma level as 6, where defect per million is 3.4. So for example, if there is a sigma, if we achieve sigma level 1, then we can say that the defect per million is 690000, or we can say yield is 30.85%. Similarly, I will show you how to calculate sigma level. So purely sigma level is based on the value. Sigma level can be calculated by using DPMO, by using the formula of DPMO, which is defect per million opportunity. So we will first for that we will first find the defect. So how we will find the defect, we will see in the next video. So in this we will just understand that this Six Sigma normal distribution curve, which includes the sigma level from 1 to 6, and sigma level 1, which shows there is the more defect in the particular thing. And coming on to the Six Sigma level, we can say the defects per million is very less, up to 3.4 I can say, and the yield, which is 99.99966%, which is approximate 100%, we can say. So the main aim of the construction or any industry is to achieve Six Sigma level. Generally the company, or I can say generally company plays in the sigma level, which is 4 to 5 sigma level. So we will learn how to calculate the DPMO and sigma level in our next video of the we will see in the next lecture for the method of Six Sigma. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned. Thank you.